You know, when I first saw this Optimus design, it reminded me of something and I couldn't figure out what it was until I saw this. So, we've finally gotten the first trailer for Transformers 1, the first animated Transformers movie to come out since 1986. Yep, it's been that long. And honestly, I'm having a hard time trying to get a read on what people think of this trailer. I've seen a lot of people who are actually really excited for this movie, and I've seen a lot of people who don't like what they are seeing. But if I were to make an estimate, I would say that most people are skeptical of the film and are reserving their opinions until they actually see the movie. Personally, this trailer has me incredibly curious and excited to see the final film. Don't get me wrong, I'm not certain that I'm going to love it at this stage, but I'm seeing more positives from this trailer than negatives. Firstly, let's address the elephant in the room. The voice cast. We don't have Peter Cullen as Optimus, and we don't have Frank Welker as Megatron. Instead, we have Chris Hemsworth as Optimus, and Brian Tyree Henry as Megatron.
How long do you think we'll be here? I'm not talking to you.
I think in this case, these new voices actually work quite well considering that this film is going in a much different direction compared to recent Transformers films, and because we are following younger versions of these characters. I have no complaints about the voice acting so far, and I'm just going to wait and see how it works in the film instead of reaching conclusions prematurely. Now, as for the animation, I think it looks awesome. Admittedly, I can understand why people might not like it, considering we've had the ultra-realistic Bayverse look for almost 20 years at this point. But I don't think anyone could objectively call this bad animation. The character designs are incredibly varied and are obviously drawing inspiration from sources like the original toy designs, Transformers Prime, and the IDW comics, to name a few. Look at this Optimus Prime design, like god damn, that gets the juices flowing. I also like that the Megatron design is clearly taking heavy inspiration from one of the earlier G1 designs. The movie looks good. The story also sounds intriguing. Supposedly this movie is meant to focus on the relationship between Optimus, I mean Orion Pax, and Megatron, who grow from brothers in arms into sworn enemies. From what I can gather, I would guess that this movie will see the two lead a resistance against the elite society that controls Cybertron. Then once they are successful, we'll see the two disagree on how the planet should function, and then that'll lead into the formation of the Autobots and Decepticons and the war for Cybertron. This movie is meant to be the first in a trilogy, so I imagine this movie will be somewhat of an origin story that leads into the next movie being about the war for Cybertron, and maybe the third movie shows the end of the war and the exodus from Cybertron. Fans are hoping that this will lead to the trilogy progressively getting darker and perhaps more mature as the story goes on, because perhaps the biggest complaint about this trailer is that a lot of fans are not happy with the tone.
Badassatron.
This is just a trailer, so I imagine that it's just highlighting the humor to get people into the cinema, but I don't think that this means this is what the whole movie is going to be, but we will see. And personally, I think a lot of the jokes work well. I love the gang's first attempt at transforming, and the joke with Bumblebee going nuts at the end of the trailer is a fun gag too.
Nice.
Why did you cut the door?
What? No, it was already like that, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
It was. Yeah,
Yes.
it was already like. Yeah.
Regardless, this trailer makes one thing certain. This is a radical new direction for the robots in disguise, and I'm here for it. This one looks fun, and I hope the movie delivers an animated film along the lines of something like Spider-Verse or Mutant Mayhem. Those are my thoughts. Now, I want to hear what you guys think. Did you like the trailer? Are you excited for Transformers 1? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. Look after yourselves, and as always, I'll see you all in the next video.